comparison to New York, I think this is probably a nicer place to come.
There's a lot that we can do though to make Sydney sparkle. There's a few things that are missing in Sydney's story to make it truly the iconic global city of the night we want to be.
We need sort of art galleries, craft stores, theatres, cabarets, small venues.
I think coffee shops opening at night is a really good thing because you can pop in and have a coffee. There's lots of people doing that just here.
Inside places like Westfield, Pitt Street Mall or around George Street. Something to do after dinner, something to do before dinner, different options that aren't in that same drinking environment.
I'd like to see a lot more dancing.
All right, beautiful
Love
ladies,
dancing.
how are you? Are you dancing?
I'm dancing.
The thing I don't like about Sydney's nightlife is drunken yobs. Men who are sort of out on the piss and trying to have a good time but imposing their good time on other people.
I'd love to sit down and have a drink with you.
Maybe later. I'd like to see a lot more random moments in Sydney too.
People have been telling us that we do fantastic large events really well in Sydney.
Vivid Sydney gives us an opportunity to leave the house and hang out on the streets with a whole bunch of other people. If you want to light something up or, have a great big market or street party, Sydney does that really, really well.
Normally we wouldn't come into the city at night time, but for a special event like this, absolutely.
Sydney doing this at night, the atmosphere seems to be a lot more relaxed. There's a lot less tension, maybe a good way for people to get out of the office and come down and use the harbour. Now, I certainly feel relaxed and I've been in the office all day.
People want diversity. They want later everything. They want later retail, they want later dining, later cultural institutions, more options.
You definitely don't need to go to a bar at night in Sydney to have a good time. We come here and play basketball.
We've got mates who play soccer and basketball and netball and boys, girls, mixed comps. There's tons to do at night in Sydney.
12 hours a day at a desk, good to get out and stretch the legs.
At night, what I'd like to see more of is more of these sort of quirky little centres.
I wouldn't say there's any particular secret to success of a place like Goodgod. For us, that late night economy has been our environment. We don't need to close at 12, we can open till 6. Who doesn't want to enjoy themselves a bit past midnight?
On Oxford Street, Paddington, near the Verona Cinema, you've got this interesting mix of some bars, a cinema, 2 bookshops, and you've got a real diversity of age populations doing all sorts of random stuff.
Most people just don't know that you can do these things at night, right through central Sydney and even the surrounding suburbs. There's a lot of things going on and they're safe to do.
Bookshop's open, the record shop's open, go and see films, everything, grab a gelato, it's great.
The one issue at night is that the public transport's not quite there yet. They're working on it, but it could be a little bit better, and that would be a major improvement for Sydney.
Better transport access for people who are living on the outskirts of the city itself, who wanted to come to the city to party on weekends.
As new entertainment districts or economies are introduced, then certainly the taxi or the transport industry needs to be integrated into that planning.
What we really need to do is fill in the gaps. And those gaps are those smaller scale, intimate events in unused spaces like museums and cultural institutions, all those spaces in Sydney at night that we don't use.
That will bring people into the city to see those things in the later hours. The more people that come to the city, the more visitors we see come into the city, the more people that wander around and do their shopping, that will encourage retailers to stay open.
To become a truly global city, Sydney needs to work out how it can cross the day into night and continue it through the next day safely and enjoyably.
Be able to find a gallery, a good cabaret or a good restaurant whenever you want it. Because hey, people have busy lives. If we're going to need to work till 11 p.m, we want to get out of work in the city and be able to find something to do.
In 20 years' time, I hope we have a nightlife that's vibrant and diverse and one of interaction.
I think there's microcosms that are existing across the city where we're getting it 100% right. Places like the Midnight Shift are exactly like that.
Sydney is definitely alive and kicking. So many other places that just don't cut it. Here the shows that go on, especially Midnight Shift. Now I don't really drink and I'm here to see the shows, meet new people, meet up with old friends and have a great time.
We love our food in Sydney and people are telling us they want to be able to eat late at night, so it's about giving the Sydney-siders and all of our visitors the opportunity to get off a flight at 11 and know a kitchen's going to be open and waiting for them and they can get world-class cuisine.
The smells of the restaurants, you know what I mean, and the coffee, and then it's amazing, I love the city at night.
In 20 years' time, I'd like Sydney to be open.
We've got a wonderful opportunity ahead of us to really, truly deliver a global iconic city of the night, and this opportunity is in front of us now.